The top 64 Division I baseball programs were just selected to play in the NCAA tournament. You guys can think of this as the March Madness, but for baseball, it's going to be June Madness because we're going to be going all the way through June until ultimately the winner of the College World Series. We'll start at the regionals, then we'll go to the Super Regionals, and then we're going to go to Omaha, the College World Series. And we're going to take a look at all of these teams here. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to zoom in so you can see this. And if you're on the podcast, I'll be talking about this so you can listen here. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Alex Swenson. I'm a former Division I college baseball coach, scout, and recruiter that had played and coached in this tournament, this is the pinnacle for college baseball players and college coaches. This is what you want to get to because this gives you the path to the College World Series to ultimately win it. And there's where a lot of teams left out. There's about 302 college baseball programs as far as Division I, and only 64 made it. If you won your conference, you get an automatic bid, and then if you don't win it, you go on in. You have to basically earn it based off of your conference and based off your regular season, what you did, strength of schedule, RPI, all of those things. And there's some controversy here as far as teams that they feel like should have been in. There's TCU that has a really strong case of they should have been in. Lamar as well. They had the second most wins at 45 at the Division I level. And would love to hear some feedback from you of which teams you think are going to be at the College World Series, who's going to win it, and who do you think should have been in. Go on and comment down below. But let's go on and dive in and take a look at the top 16 teams. So the top 16 seeds, if you will be hosting regionals. That means it is at their place, and 4 teams are in each regional. So number one is the number 1 ranked team in the country is Tennessee. They were 50-11. Number 2 is Kentucky. Number 3 is Texas A&M. Number 4 is North Carolina. Number 5 is Arkansas. Number 6 is Clemson. Number 7 is Georgia. Number 8 is Florida State. Number 9 is Oklahoma. Number 10 is NC State. Number 11 is Oklahoma State. Number 12 is UVA, Virginia there. And number 13 is Arizona. Number 14, UC Santa Barbara. Shout out to them, mid-major. And number 15 is Oregon State. And number 16 is East Carolina. So they will all be hosting. And let's dive into where these and who these programs are competing against. So there's 4 seeds in each regional. We'll start with Tennessee, the number 1 ranked team. They're going to have Southern Miss in there, and they're going to compete against Southern Miss. They'll also be Indiana and Northern Kentucky. So Northern Kentucky is the 4 seed. So the first game on Friday, which of this week, and you might be watching this at a different time, but Tennessee will play the number 4 seed. The number 2 seed will play the number 3 seed, and it's a double elimination at each regional. The next is Greenville. So whoever wins this regional will play the regional at Knoxville, and that's the Super Regional, the best 2 out of 3, and then the winner of that will go to the College World Series. So Greenville Regional is East Carolina is the number 1 seed. Number 2 seed is Wake Forest, super competitive right here. Number 3, VCU. And then number 4, Evansville there, all right? Let's go on back over to Lexington. The number 2 seed in the country is Kentucky, and they are going to in their regional, and who they'll be playing first is Western Michigan. And then they have Indiana State. They are a top mid-major, and man, watch out for them. They are a very good program. Number 3, Illinois, and number 4, again, Western Michigan. They're going to be going and competing whoever the winner of Corvallis, which is Oregon State, UC Irvine, Nicholas, and Tulane. Tulane's going out to Oregon. They caught fire at the end and won their conference, got that automatic bid. Then we have Norman, Oklahoma. It's going to be hosting there, playing Duke. Very competitive here. UConn, and then Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts, of course, went to the College World Series last year as a good mid-major and surprised a lot of people there. Then we have Tallahassee, Florida State, playing Alabama, UCF, and Stetson. Very competitive. This is one of the top regionals as far as how competitive they are, so it's going to be very interesting to see who pans out there. And then we have over here Raleigh, NC State's hosting. They have South Carolina, very good program, JMU, and then Bryant as well, okay? And then the winner of that is going to play the winner of the Athens regional at Georgia, UNCW, Georgia Tech, and Army. there's those at least 8 regionals there, and then the next 8 regionals, which one of these regionals is, I think, the toughest. I want to hear your opinion, which you think is the toughest regional, and I'm going to tell you mine. Here, Fayetteville, Arkansas is the number 1 seed hosting. Number 2 is Louisiana Tech. Number 3 is Kansas State. And number 4 is Southeastern Missouri. Congratulations to them for making it. The Charlottesville UVA, I feel like they're in every single year. They're just so consistent. UVA is number 1. Mississippi State, number 2. St. John's, number 3. UPenn at number 4. They've won the Ivy League back-to-back years. Coming up here on the top right, we have Clemson as the number 1 seed hosting. They got Vanderbilt, and then they have number 3, Coastal Carolina, and number 4, High Point, who's never made it. All right, never made it there, which is congratulations to them. This is a very tough regional, but I don't think the toughest. The next one, Stillwater, I think is the toughest regional. Oklahoma State, very, very good program they're hosting. Nebraska is really, really good this year. Florida, they struggled this year, but man, they have so much talent. And Niagara is a really good program, had a lot of wins this year, and is also the first time make it. But I think that is one of the toughest regionals, and a close second is the Clemson. And then we have Arizona. They'll be hosting. Dallas Bats is very good mid-major there. West Virginia as the number 3 seed in that regional, and then Grand Canyon. And then we have also that will play the winner of the Arizona regional is Chapel Hill. The UNC is hosting. They have LSU, Wofford, and then they have LIU as far as they're rounding out their 4 seed there. And then Santa Barbara, UC Santa Barbara will be hosting. They'll have San Diego as their number 2 seed, number 3 Oregon, and number 4 Fresno State. And then lastly, the last regional here, College Station, Texas A&M will be hosting, and then they will be playing the Ragin' Cajuns, Louisiana, plus number 3 seed Texas and Grambling. Congratulations to them. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Who's going to win the College World Series? Who's going to make it to the College World Series? And who do you think shouldn't have been left out? I would love to hear from you. Comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.